board, it is a general maintenance. If you want yours above and beyond, you have to do things. I do my own landscaping in the front, I do my own weeding, I do my own trimming, okay? Landscaper lives across the street from me, Raphael, do you ever do any of my stuff? No, right? Because they provide general maintenance, I take care of my other stuff. So, you know, I'm one of the homeowners where I don't really have a problem because I enjoy doing my own little stuff and my yard's fine, I don't have a problem. But I understand when people have problems, you need to express it and, you know, we need to resolve it and move on. But I thank you for your input, you know, we'll check on the rover situation because they usually are very prompt.
I think that's our I think most people are favoring
I know your arm's tired.
I've got two palm trees. The leaves are all over my garage.
Okay.
I asked Christine about 6 to 8 weeks to please come and check and have a look. The last email she sent to, sorry, I don't know your name. Danielle, these follow-up appointments I put in the work order a long time ago. And still, nothing was done.
Okay. Now that needs to be, let me explain one of two things.
The bark, I don't know what
Okay, the landscape maintenance contract, I haven't seen your home, so I'll tell you trees are. Landscape maintenance contract provides for trimming up to 20 feet. If your palm trees are above 20 feet, it's not his responsibility. If they're 20 feet or under, no, it's 20 on palm trees. Now, aside from that, you should not have a work order in that does not have a resolution or a response back. So that will go back to Danielle and Christine to find out why your work order is open so long. So there's one of two things should happen. Yes, it's his responsibility, he needs to take care of it, or they come back to you, the homeowner, and say, no, I'm sorry, that's not under contract. So,
and the same from, I don't know, you call it bark or something, it fell on my edge, and it's falling on the car. You know, it's falling
the boot from the palm, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it damaged my
How tall are your trees?
Well, that's why I said, I don't know without seeing their trees. I guess, you know.
No, it's just sort of
It's just above the garage, she said.
Right. I said, there's definitely communication problems we have to get resolved.
And Danielle will, you make sure you get her address. She'll follow up with you tomorrow on that,
I mean,
okay?
it's at least 6 months, maybe 8 weeks.
Okay. And it should, there's no reason for that.
Patience, you know, and it's like,
Thank you. She'll communicate with you. Where are we at here? Is it Carrie and then back? Carrie?
So I took some comments like when we get we decide that we should give it to me, like the traffic study. You can pay them to come in here at $47 an hour, which isn't cheap, but they will not issue tickets until you get a traffic study to make sure the community is in conformance with the standards. Once they do a traffic study, it's got to go to the county for approval. Okay? So we just did that in my community where I work, and we are issuing tickets, and I'm telling people to calm down.
And that's what we need.
We gotta pay for it, right? We gotta pay.
It's not cheap, but it's well worth it.
You know what, we have kids and we have animals,
Listen,
so I think more than what you're
I don't have to comment. I mean, I respect the board, I've been on the board, and I just want to make a comment tonight, sit here and ask for community participation and development is, and I would hope that you respect any committee's decision and seriously consider recommendations, because you're asking for our input, you're bringing input back, so please don't discourage people that want to join committees and want to do something and then shoot them down when they spend a lot of time and effort doing stuff on behalf of the community.
Thank you, Gary.
I second the courage. We spend a lot of time in the last day of the meeting, you know, going through all the stuff, going through everything, and for them to just put in and say, look, you know, I don't want to accept the committee's decision. I don't think it's not respectful, because even Dawn, she puts a lot of time into it. And my respects to her, because she put a lot of time to it. So, you know,
I understand completely. It's not a respect issue. It's not.
So you know, respect of the majority, the people who give us a rate, we know that those are legitimate residents because they took the time to log in, to get the login ID, and you know, do the survey. Now, those surveys, you know, like she was saying, that if you would bring it to me, I would sign it too. You know, so, but I say compared to the, you know, some respect of the time that we spend without any board. You have the final board, you have the final power, but we put a lot of time into it too.
And like I said, it's not, for me, it's not about respect issue, it's just, our job is definitely to listen to the committees, but is to make the best decision we feel is for the whole community, and whatever, and making sure everybody has a voice. And like I said, my biggest concern, the committee made a suggestion to hire somebody that's already got a contract doing our fertilizer. We had the problem, putting too many eggs into one basket. I think that's why it's got to go back to committee and suggest a different person that has, or a different company that doesn't already have a contract.
But if you're,
That's just
but
my opinion.
one thing you're forgetting, one of the main reasons why the contracts were separated out, just to make it known, because you're giving inaccurate information, Matt, is that Raphael did not have an irrigation or fertilization license. The laws have changed, and we separated out the contracts because he didn't have the license at the time, so. That was the main trigger.
Well, I understand it was a bad idea, it was a bad idea, but too much responsibility.
But, you know what, but hold on, we're not gonna go back into all of this, I think this is the right thing to do. This goes back to the committee will sit down and review all data, maybe we'll get more input from the community. And you know what, and I think Raphael deserves a fair shot if he went through, and this is my opinion, went through all this trouble to go and do this, and if these homeowners legitimately, the homeowners want to keep the current contractor, then the board is obligated to do so. And that's the bottom line. If the homeowners want change, then the board's obligated to look at that. Right now, I got even. So I'm just saying that instead of all of us arguing over it, I want to hear what everybody has to say, obviously. And I don't want us to argue over this. Whatever everybody's input is, we'll take this back to the committee and we restart. It's that simple.
But that's truly not fair because not everybody has seen that survey that Raphael has given out. They saw it, we live on the same street right at the beginning, and we haven't seen that same survey. So nobody's been given the opportunity to see the survey that he's given out. So,
I can tell you what that's
I'm sorry, I didn't know that all of us have seen it. David, not everybody has seen it. Not everybody has seen his survey.
Everybody has to log online.
Exactly. So those of us who logged on and spent the time doing these surveys should be heard over these people that have just been handed out these surveys.
And are the negative ones in there also versus all that
Exactly.
positive?
We don't know what has been given to them, so that's not right at all.
I understand what you're saying, and that's why it's getting kicked back to committee, because if the board can't make a decision, the committee has to relook at this, restart it, and take a look. So again, the homeowners, you have a voice, you can email, you can come to the meetings, they're open, everybody has a right to voice their opinion. Like I said, as we stand right now, again, we didn't have this information when we reviewed everything, so it's not really fair to take this stack of papers and go, well, let's just disregard these people.
But when you
I
got
want
the
the
other
record,
statute that this is it, the bid date closes on this date, this is all the information I've submitted, that's all.
Exactly, and
So why are we accepting these after the fact? They made their recommendation.
The recommendation was made and the board rejected it. So like I said, the best thing I can do at this point is take it back to the committee. If it's rejected.
So next time when somebody brings a stack of something against a company you're recommending, they take it back again and again and again. It's just at some point, there's a rule that says, this is the bid cutoff, this is what was submitted, and that should be the end of it. I think it's very unfair landscape.
Wait a second. I say something nice, you cut me off. So I guess for the board, you have to complain, right?
What's that?
I said you have to complain to the board if you want more than 3 minutes.
We're not going to.
This is going on.
All right. We're
Time
gonna move along. Let me get the people that have this vote first. If there's anybody back there that wants to say anything, please do so.
I'd like to submit a resume in consideration for the vacant slot on the board, please.
I'm sorry.
I'd like to submit my resume for the vacant slot on the board, if that's still available and open.
Yeah, no, like I said, we opened it up to the floor, so you're more than welcome. Please send your resume to Danielle and Christine.
I'll do it.
Okay. Is there anyone else? Yes.
Well, when you guys conduct a survey, the results of that survey should be current. You shouldn't come back and somebody come in with a list of people, or a list of names, spent a lot of time and a lot of effort developing that survey and putting it out to the residents so they could respond. We responded, and now all of a sudden our response is negative because of some stack of paper that somebody brought up.
I understand.
The surveys online are anonymous, are they not?
They're not,
Like, they're kept, like, not the whole community.
no, they're anonymous, yes, absolutely.
Okay. So there's a difference to me between that and then someone coming to your door, because I do know of a few people that, I mean, I know everyone loves Rafi, but I do know a few people that have signed that when they did a survey online that was opposite, because they felt pressure. Because they felt pressure.
That's
You
their own
know,
fault.
yeah, the thing is really, you consider people's feelings when they come to your door and ask for your signature. I mean, what are you going to be shooting them down like going crap? You know what I mean? I just think it's fair to do the survey online. That way, no one's pressuring anybody. You're free to stay and do whatever you want
Which is
online.
exactly why
And-
we're doing it the way we are, because you get,
Which
it's
we
interesting that people
did,
see what
which
the
we-
comments are without knowing who's.
That's right, and we did that, right?
Yes.
So why are we going back on
We're going back because the board doesn't agree. Bottom line, the majority of the board does not agree with what the recommendation of the committee. Therefore, since there was not a majority vote of the board, and the majority of the board said no, send it back to the committee has to relook at this. That's correct.
I was one, like I said, I was one of the very people that had the biggest issue because I said it the third time now. Because I don't think we should have one vendor with two contracts or three. We have three different contracts. There's the irrigation contract, there's the fertilization contract, and I don't think we should have any vendor having two. So, and I wasn't able to go to the landscaping committee this month. I'm gonna take more effort. I wanna make an informed decision before we just pick somebody. I haven't met this other company. I haven't met any of the vendors other than Raphael. I feel not enough for the 1/3 of what we pay in our HOA fees. I wanna make sure we do the right thing. And for me, right now, leaving things alone until we get more information is the best thing to do.
Then why do you have a landscape committee to begin with? If you're gonna veto, then why even have it to begin with? You have a landscape committee that you put them in place to make the decision for the community in whole. Whether right, wrong, or indifferent, they spent all their damn hours, and now you're
Committees in any type of government or setup do not have the final say.
No,
They
he's
make
had the person-
recommendations to the board, and the board says.
He put all his hard dedication on his side.
A committee is.
Then why?
No, it doesn't. The committee does groundwork. Take our government, there's a committee for a while. They don't have a final vote. To make recommendations to the board.
And then recommendations.
And the board is to the board.
That's the reason why we're on the RG. Whether they have a vested interest or whether we have a vested interest or want to get rid of Raphael, that was coming back. And that's what that just happened earlier.
It's like a circus in here.
I'm telling you. Ryan, I've been wanting to meet you. I'm George from PR. And I follow up on all the emails that you put out. You have my support.
I have what?
You have my support.
Oh, thank you.
This board
And there's so many things wrong with it, you know, but it's going to fall on deaf ears, and just like this, you're going to get nowhere. It doesn't cost you being a dead horse. Speaking of issues,
This meeting was just among them. You notice how they were talking among themselves? This is me. They're supposed to be addressing the audience. And they were all amongst themselves. Tic-tac, tic-for-tac, I don't know.
I'm 11 years in the military. To me, everything's about discipline. I was supposed to respect the horses. If you don't have discipline, you lose your life. That's not the issue here, but discipline still has been the necessity of discipline still has its place, even in this particular realm of environment. So the fact that they, to me, lack that discipline, we're always going to have board meetings that end up with exactly the same.
This is a friendly thing.
The issue that I actually have is not that they're throwing it back to the committee. I think that's a good idea. Actually, I think it's a good idea to throw it back to the committee. The issue that I have is that they made a decision to throw it back to the committee based on information that they don't even know if it's valid information. Where did that information come from? Who dropped it off? Oh, the guy that actually is on the chopping block is the one that dropped off this information at the 11th hour, and we're going to accept that? That's the issue that I have.
All that documentation that he brought in is garbage as far as I'm concerned. They had a survey, the people voted, that's it. They should have voted. And I agree with the folks that someone comes to your door, knocks on your door and asks for a signature, chances are you're going to support that person. All right? Because you're face to face with that person.
Yeah.
It's not the right thing to do.
It's not. And that's why there are processes in place that if we have a survey and the survey was done online, those are invalid. Those do not follow the standard operating procedures and guidelines of our community.
As far as I'm concerned, they're not valid. I agree with you 100%. They should have told them, listen, we don't accept this. There was a survey out there. It was an online survey, and that's it. That's handled. Good meeting you in person.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Support.
Thank you. Thank you. We'll see how it goes. I kind of wonder, when did this come about the vacant? Okay, so how do they already have 2 residents?
They're sneaky boys.
How do you have 2?
I guarantee you they already told some of their friends about it. They want to go.
That's an issue too.
It's a clique.
That's an issue that I have.
That's the problem with this one. It's a clique. First of all, none of these folks have been elected. They're all appointed from the building. It's a clique. From day one. And everything, they basically have a checkbook to write out and do whatever they feel like doing. And nobody can check it.
If I get on that change, if I have any power.
Well, you get your foot in the door. What? It's going to door to door for signatures and everything else. Whatever it takes. This board has to change. It has to change. Here's a perfect example. You have a survey, everybody voted, and then this clown comes in here with all these papers, and then you say, alright, I'll be seeing you around. We'll take care.
Did you set up like a password to go on?
Hi, it's me. The meeting just finished. You want to pick me up? I don't see Jason. I haven't seen him.